What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another Meta Monday, where we take a look at the top ranked deck in the weekend ranked event. As you can see, there is exactly 12 hours left in this weekend ranked event, but as I film these on Sunday nights, the final list may not be final. If it holds, I am currently in first place. So, we're going to take a look at the deck that I played this week. That's a nice change of pace. So the deck that I played was Nature, and I used Forage and occasionally Leech Life if I thought I'd be playing against an aggro deck. And really the standouts in this deck, the only two new cards from this season are the Militant Gladiator, which if you're using Forage, there's not going to be spells in your Void. You're dropping a 7/7 for 5 mana, which is pretty nice. And the Jaguar Staff, which is broken, as pointed out in my Trial of the Gods rating video, where I gave it the #2 most powerful card in the new set. It seems I was right, as everybody is playing this thing, and it is brutal. Other than that, it's a pretty standard nature lineup here with your Overgrown Rhinos, your Black Rhinos, your Hunts. Your Avatar of Nature is phenomenal. And then you do want to put in 2 Nefarious Briars, in my opinion, because this is going to remove durability from your opponent's relic, which relics are clearly important now. So without further ado, let's take it for a spin and see how it goes. Please don't rope me. Alright, good luck. So against War, if you're playing against Slayer, maybe Leech Life is better, but there's a lot of Onslaught going on right now. It looks like he might be playing Slayer, though. Nefarious Briar will be a keep here for me, since as soon as Slayer gets his Sigh of the Harvest equipped, we want to remove it immediately. Oh, and you gotta love the Jag Staff, but you can't keep it. So hopefully we'll draw it again in a couple turns. We need low-cost creatures against Slayer, who's going to come at us fast and furious. That is the card we really wanted.
Good luck.
This is the best first turn in the game. Still, even in the new season, still best first turn in the game.
Answer the call.
No change there. Now we want ours to die first. So I'm going to be careful here, and I'm just going to play this. We'll see what he does. I'm in no rush to kill his, but he should be in a rush to kill mine. He wants to be hitting me in the face as much as possible. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't appear that we can kill ours first. And he's got a bunch of little creatures that he can sack first, and he'll get them back. So we may have failed in that endeavor. But ultimately, if we do this, and then just Forage, he still doesn't have a good play to get a creature back. He could sack his 1/1 to get it back, but then there's no difference as if he had just never sacked it to begin with. Unfortunately, we couldn't play the Boar, or it would have killed his. And then when he killed mine, he would just get a full strength back. So we did kind of burn a turn there, but next turn we can drop an Underbrush Boar, and a Blackjack. He may have wanted this chicken to hit here so he could take it out. Now he would have to sack a 2/2 to take it out. And now you may be tempted to play a Nefarious Briar here, and a lot of people over the weekend made a huge mistake in wasting their weapon removal against
turn.
Staff of Roots. Don't waste your weapon removal against Staff of Roots. You need to save it for the Jaguar Staff. Feels bad to play an Underbrush boar when he's got an egg, but I've also got a confused creature, so odds are something's going to end up killing this thing. Against my wishes. I could just play the Rhino, get a bunch of stats out. I think I'll do that rather than risk it hitting this, but let's see where this goes first. You never go where you want them to go. I think they got considerably worse this weekend.
I've done all that I can.
They haven't listened to me all weekend. Jagstaff would have been phenomenal here. It would have just won the game, as it won so many games this weekend. It's ridiculously OP. Let's see where this thing wants to go. Okay. I don't like leaving this with Protect here. The boar may hit it and do nothing, which would be unfortunate. I think we'll still go ahead and play both of these. Let's hope he hits the 2-2. Wow. You win some, you lose some. That was nice. Next turn, we're still at 5 mana. Which at this point looks like Canopy, Barrage, and a Forage in reverse order. He's trying to play control, but he's Slayer. All that damage probably would have been better served on my face. Now we're definitely going to go ahead and forage, but I'm going to throw this first to get my... Let's just double check.
This is not the way.
Sometimes that counter is off. I think they fixed that bug, but just to be safe, gonna throw this first. And now we're going to have a huge card advantage over him. And I'm assuming his Slayer deck curves out at 4 mana. So quite frankly, this game is already over. Sigh of the Harvest is a pain to deal with, but we have the Nefarious Briar, so there's probably not too much he can do here. Maybe the Sanctum helps him a little bit, but...
Awaken.
We just drop one of these, and then the next turn we drop another one of these, and then the next turn we drop an Ash and Drake.
That's enough for now.
It's really hard to beat nature. There's just so many stats. And we didn't get to play the Jagstaff yet, which feels bad. Would love to grab my Shadow Jagstaff. It spits out little black jaguars in shadow. They look beautiful. Okay, so if he wants, he could sack this and hit me in the face for 4.
My turn.
Or not. Huh. That's the first time I've seen this played. He actually could have hit me in the face with this and this if he had just sacked either this or this. but apparently he did not want to do that. He's pretty lucky I didn't grab a hunt here. Though again, all I need to do is sit back and wait. He's the one on a clock because his deck topped out at 4 mana, presumably. I could be wrong. Go ahead and take out his frontliner. Can't hurt. Next turn we clear most of his board with the Ashen Drake. Unless he clears it himself. That gives us a nice juicy target for the Ashen Drake.
Answer the call.
This Gladiator is ridiculous. With Forage, you don't have spells in your Void. So I could drop a 7/7. That only costs 5. And when you're at 7 mana, you could Forage first and then drop it. But we'll just go ahead and cook this guy. Oh, it left him with 1. That's alright.
Now I must rest.
Enough of these games.
Slayer, unless he's playing Carnage Sweep, just can't really deal with a 7/7, a 6/5, the 2 black rhinos. It's just too many stats. Nature has all of the stats. He only has 2 cards in hand, but he's taking so much time because he's crying and he has to wipe his tears. Maybe his name is ironic. Super ironic.
Awaken.
It's a shame we never got the Jag Staff, but just goes to show you, you don't even need a Jag Staff. These militants are ridiculous as well. You do have to be a little bit careful when you play Leech Life. These obviously are going to come down as 4/4s, so unless you purposefully make sure you don't cast spells, which at some point you're going to have to. So bear in mind, if you know you're facing the same guy you just faced and he's playing an aggro deck and you're going to play Leech Life, this may not be a 7/7.
Answer the call.
GG's. So that's the, hopefully, weekend winning deck that I used to win 21 games this week. Alright guys, we'll find out in less than 12 hours if these results held up, so cross your fingers. And if you liked the video, make sure you like and subscribe. You can check me out on Twitch down here. I will leave a link in the description to the deck that I played this week. And I'll see you guys again next week for another Meta Monday.